More people?
So far, there's only the two of us.
But we're highly motivated. Well, it's a start.
Some people I knew already were dear friends of mine, like little gray cells and just my stupid opinion.
Lots of interesting things. This is absolutely abominable, and the RCMP are really in the shit here, and they know it.
Hi, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but I think it's time that I needed to speak up.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
Something you watch on TV, horror movie, you shut it off a good bit. We can't shut this off. Every time we close our eyes, the horror movie turns on. So I know for myself, when I close my eyes to go try to go to bed, I picture my parents being shot.
Trying to piece together a story that seems so unbelievable.
Let's have a look at this. I'm going to pause it periodically, and I'm going to try and not lose my shit because I was really angry. Really angry. I'm getting really pissed now. I'll preface this by saying I'm strongly urging all of the victims in this, the victims' families, to launch a class action lawsuit against the RCMP. And I would just love to have the RCMP under discovery. I have a lot of questions, and I'm sure a lawyer would too.
Mounted police and their stories. Stories of their courage. Stories of their lives filled with hazard, romance, and adventure. The RCMP story this week, Gunslinger.
Oh my goodness, how many windows do I have open? Of course, you can't start it off just normal, can you? You have to have it muted. Is it echoing or something too? I'm sure, just nonstop. Maybe technical skills would come to me in the next lifetime. Anyways, good day, good afternoon, 3 o'clock Atlantic time. Hope everybody's well. Glad things come to the fruition. What? 10, 11 months later. Anyway, right. I believe there will be very good record of all this. Anyway, so David Davids is first in. Hello, David Davids from Dover. Haven't seen you in a while, sir. I hope it's a sir. Don't want to make a mistake. Nikki Lewis. Good to have the White Cliffs of Dover here, though. And Nikki, of course, yep, English. Hello. Now expat residing in Nova Scotia. Is it Friday today? I never know what day it is. Alex McLean. We've got Uncle Blazer. Claire Pleades. Uh-oh. I've butchered that. I'll just say Claire. Deanna Martell. Hello. Hope you're all well. Hope you're having a great week. Or had a great week. Now, the weekend, apparently. Our good friend Blue knows a regular way to start the weekend with a stream from Seamus. Is that the way it works? Is it Fridays? I don't know. I just go. I don't need to. JD, and Mark Evans. Trish Lunn. No notification. Anybody getting notifications? Does anybody get notifications? These analytics and stuff, I don't understand them, but they're actually kind of interesting to read. This channel is majorly in the toilet. Green bastard. What are you doing, sir? Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Christiana. Beautiful day down in Nova Scotia. You guys don't get the smoke down there, do you? Our moons are like orange and stuff. They look like harvest moons, you know? Oh, excuse me. Little Alex says hi. You got the big Jenga, the yard Jenga. I went and picked up a new board game. Trivia. With an easier section so I can play. Keeping it real, says Caper. We collectively are keeping it real. Good stuff. Oh, and we've got Seamus in here. Of course. Enjoying baked products. Not via YouTube today. Oh, you like Nova? Oh, there we go. There goes the ears. Says Claire. There she is. Aww. Oh, the smell of puppies. They smell good, eh? Like babies. I don't know. Is that weird? Anyway. Books from High Strangeness. Oh, my. Rob from Chicago. I did get a notification this time. Maybe only in Canada equals YouTube misbehaving again. YouTube's always needs a paddling, I think. And Chiang Love's in here. Okay, so there's 25 of us, and we've got, always have to say hello to the Discord. Hello. Everybody working so hard. Most everybody. Now, first want to start this off with this. Hello, Crystal. Nova looks so cute. She is very cute. I'm relearning all the puppy stuff. She got vaccinations yesterday. She was such a trooper. Not even a wince from her. Good girl. Now, Nancy McGilvery, our family member, I left a link down below, and I would really appreciate us stepping up and helping out if we can. I don't like to ask for things, but if you can spare a little bit, that would be super. If not, please send her your love and prayers, or whatever you can do. The link is down below. She's had a very hard year, and things never get easy for people, right? Still ongoing. We're all going through stuff, but it's good if we can help out any way that we can. So please Please, if you can, again, the information is down below. If you got a little bit to change and rolling around in your pocket or something, it's going to a good place. Now, I don't know how to even begin this one because I've been sitting on this stuff for, not sitting on it, but trying to formulate how to go at this elephant. There's a lot of elephants that I need to deal with, but I don't know how. So the best way, I think, to start with is just to look at it from a technical point of view, is this affidavit. So that's just, it's probably not even going to be a long video, shocking as it may seem. It's not going to be a long video, but I have some technical questions as to the actual, about the affidavit. Let's put it that way, legally. And I wanted to look at them. I've left the link down below also. Hopefully it's updated. If not, refresh your page. It will be there. Hopefully. If somebody could let me know, that would be grand. So there should be the link. It's from Halifax Examiner. They chose to publish this quite some time back. I can get the date for you. I had the, let's see here. Read the affidavit here. What, do we have a date on that? June 2021. I'm going to go with that it was, because the dates on all this is going to really come into play. Everything always has dates, right? And that's why I kind of went through one series of events, and I've talked about numerous other ones. There's very strategic ways that the RCMP seems to do things, and I just throw that out there as food for thought. Food for thought. Not saying anything definitively because that's important always. Now, looking at the affidavit, let's have a boo. So those of you who want, please go and download it. Again, it's from Halifax Examiner, so I'm not. This is public domain stuff. So when I looked at this, I had some initial thoughts, and I don't like to put people's names out there, family members' names or anything, but this is a public document. I do hope that I think everybody who's familiar with this knows anyway. So it's not meant in any negative way to dox anybody or anything like that at all. So when I looked at this, technically and legally, there are some questions that I have. Let's look at the court stamp to begin with. Interesting. Now, I'm going to say this is possible. Some of these things could be, and any comments or anything, any thoughts as to how these things can happen would be great. This document could have been run through OCR, optical character recognition, and thereby change some of the actual appearance of it, but some things I don't believe can be changed. And we'll go through those. So the Supreme Court, Nova Scotia, Colchester. All right. This part right here, yeah, it's not really keeping this arc. It goes arc, straight, horizontal, arc. And that's actually, funnily enough, why I can't highlight it. Because it's in an arc. but this E and C-O space C-O-U is not. The second point is here, June 8th. I'm not familiar and did go back and find some documents, and I'm not legally familiar with an affidavit that is issued and sworn in court, submitted to court, that has no year. June 8th, when? 1888? 2020, 2021. We know that it is 2021, but there is no year. That's problematic. Is this going to become a technicality? There are certain things. I'm not going to go into the languaging on the warrant right now, just the appearance for now. Okay. Now, if we scroll through, and please do familiarize yourself with the warrant so that we can go through it in future. That would be great. Now, there's a lot of spaces throughout this warrant and English issues. Here, the spacing, call me, I don't know. How do people call that when you're really anal about things? Call me anal. But there's a lot of spacing issues in this actual warrant. Double space, double space, double space. Okay, fine. Double space. Lots of this going down here. Double space, double space, double space. Again, I'm not going to go through the language right now, but there's some very interesting things the way that this is written. So, but you can go to this website. I left the link down below. You can go and download it. Who knows how long it'll stay up for? Thank you to the Halifax Examiner for putting this out. Now, certain other things, I'm wondering, like when you look at them, are these kind of fill in the blanks? What's going down here? 1001. Again, how do I go about this elephant? But we'll just leave the language alone for now. We have like spelling errors. Okay. And please point out anything that you notice about it. Again, these could just be nothingness. This could be due to OCR. But I'm not so sure, because we'll get to the bottom of this and then you will understand. Don't skip ahead, though. There's still some good ones. I'm going to try and just pick them out by eye. So, like here, 5 RCMP units. It's like they just kind of have a lot of space and then they just kind of fill it in as they go. Remembering this warrant, this affidavit, sworn by Superintendent Campbell, was done very late in the game, as in last month. It's best to kind of have things, best recollection as possible. Would have been probably better to deal with this last year when the suit originated. Just saying. gaps in the spacing. Again, this could be due to OCR, but I think you'll see. This one's a very interesting one. Let's have a closer look at it. I don't know about you, my eyes aren't the best, but that's a different size. It's bolded. It may, in fact, even be a different font. Strange. Again, just pointing some things out. In fact, this whole thing here just kind of seems out. I don't know if OCR squeezes things together. Different font? Mm-hmm. I may overlook some. I'm just doing it by eye. This is all squeezed together. I don't know, is it just that they're filling in blanks? Or is it there's a problem with the space bar? Or is it OCR? I'm not sure. Some of them seem fine. 4, 5. These ones seem okay. 628 seems perfect. I don't think it's imperative and to get sidelined on this kind of stuff, because there's a lot of things to go through, and I'm just wondering if this will present possibly technicality issues. Point 27. Check the link in the comments last night's stream. CTV posted a new article 1235. It's posted in Discord now. Thank you. I noticed that there was a Globe and Mail article that also came out. We can go back, I don't know, 10 months if we want to, but I'd prefer to just kind of move along. There's more Jenga to go. Point 27, sorry, I skipped by your point there. My apologies. Point 27. You're having technical issues, Blue Nose, are you? Very, very interesting. Point 27. Space and half, first line, then next to single space. Yeah, the stamp could present serious technical issues. Is there going to be objections raised as to, is this an admissible document? admissibility doesn't really have to do with, obviously, typing skills, but again, these are just things to note, but the stamp at the top is an issue for sure. I believe, because I'm not familiar, and we'll have a look at some other documents and you'll see what I'm talking about. If you don't know what year it's issued in, is that even a valid stamp? It's likely the idiot that redacted the forgot to the font and unredacting. Spelling error of car 28811. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Great eyes. Which point is that? Sorry. I'm looking at it from a with a spacing point of view right now. Right here. Yes. Very interesting. I don't think OCR can change. But again, I can barely unmute a microphone. So I don't know, but I don't think OCR can change font, change the wording, 47 and 49. Oh, both. Why? So 2 times. Wow. Okay. Here. A 911 call reported. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to get into the wording. Great eye, Blue Nose. Any of you who I'll try and watch. Stamp was photoshopped in. I don't know. Copy pasta. Is that how some kids do their homework these days? What is that exactly? I'm not too sure. This one's good. Have a little closer look at that. That is 11 colon capital I capital O. Maybe that's some kind of new alphanumeric thing. I'm not too sure. Odd. Again, more spaces, you know, like what? Just looking at the technical side again, and I'm not saying that, you know, but it's the way that it even reads. Like, then do you just drop things in as they fit? Just saying, if we want to go tinfoily, which is possible, we already have seen some questionable things arise, some of which I haven't addressed yet, but will be in due course. Now, this is where it starts to get even more interesting, because I think you're going to see what I'm talking about. We'll just do a little bit of work together on that. Now, there are no signatures. So I'm not sure if this is for something that you would change in Adobe. Again, I'm not very familiar, so please let me know. Technical stuff. No signatures. Yes. Is this for, you know, privacy reasons? Possible. I don't know. I don't know, but this isn't an actual copy, I don't believe, of something that was submitted to court and accepted by court with this interesting stamp. Very odd, but again, just could be a technical thing. But I think you're going to see here, probably not. So here we have this gunk. Not even sure what that is. Ms. Bner of Oath. Okay, and we'll look at one here that is an actual. Actually, let's do it this way. I'll show you an interesting document because you can. Let's go back up to the top here. We'll come back to that. So, Form 3908, is that correct? Let's just do Form 3908, search. Okay. So here we go. Form 3908. Okay, so it wants to open this. Here we go. We can get, how do I get this to go big? You can actually kind of get a fill in the blank thing online. Just gives you a sample, you know. It's not saying that it looks like this identically, obviously, but it's interesting because you can change this, enable editing, and then you can kind of just put your own stuff in. Interesting. Okay. Moving along, let's go back. Now, let's go back to the bottom here. Not even sure what this C and question mark and all of this, but, you know, maybe it's just stuff that's been added. Oh, yes. Also, sorry, the lines. Lines are interesting. I like this here. Sometimes they appear. I'm not sure if it doesn't look like the page, but maybe I'm wrong. But let's have a look, and you're going to understand possibly why my question is that I don't think this is OCR. I don't even understand what's going on over here, but whatever. Scott E. McCowson, a barrister of the Supri 111 ampersand. Now, I'm not intimately familiar with Nova Scotia law at all. Again, this is a question for a lawyer and a lawyer in Nova Scotia. I haven't had a chance to talk to my lawyers about this, but not sure about the witnesses. Do you actually need a witness in addition to the Commissioner of Oaths, the notary? 1, there is no witness. 2, Scott E. McCowson. Let's have a look at who Scott E. McCowson is. I'm just going to do a search off window. Scott McCowson, okay? Oh, Scott McCrowson. Here he is. Now, this isn't an OCR issue because this is a stamp. Those of you who are familiar with lawyers sure many of you have had documents that you've had to deal with in the past. The notary, there's different stamps and things like that. So in this case, it is an actual barrister who is a solicitor who is putting down his own personal stamp. So they'll sign it, and then they put a stamp on it, just like the stamp at the top, right? That's from the courthouse. They stamp it, and the ink stamp. Do you understand? I wish I had one here. I don't. That is the stamp that they have for what we're looking at here. This part here. Okay? This is an ink stamp. So what it is it's a rectangular box. It's got a little rubber handle thing on the top. Self-inking, you pull the plastic pad off and then you push down on it. And the rubber pad, which is custom made, turns from the ink down onto the page and stamps it. You can't really change the spelling on that one. You can't really change what role he is. A barrister of the Supt 111 ampersand. That's not a legal stamp. And I'm not sure if the people at the stamp place where he had it made misspelled it, or this is just not a legal document. Or if it's just a nothing burger and it's just a technical issue with some kind of funny thing. Let me just check, because I don't believe the actual document is OCR'd. So let's see. Oh. So this is not run through OCR. I guess that kind of answers that. So I'm not sure then if we're having a scanning issue. Maybe the scanner is totally screwed. Takes how long to file it again? June. We're going to go through the dates because the dates are very important. Lots of things happening in there. But I wanted to start, and it's kind of a big issue. How do you deal with this one? Well, okay, this is a simple one. It's technical. I want you all, if possible, have a look, familiarize yourself, download it. Thank you very much for the Halifax Examiner for providing that. If in fact this is not the real copy, let's just say that way, right? Let's say that maybe this is a draft. This is a draft, right? How is it that a draft has this stamp? Because that means it's received by the court. So were there multiple copies received by the court? There's questions I have in terms of the validity of this document. I'd like to know what you think of it and what you find. Because this just doesn't seem right here, this stuff. Oh, I don't know what it's doing now. What happened here? Why is it like that? This stuff here is a problem. This is a problem. This stamp alone is a problem. Because, you know, to a lot of people, it may seem like a nothing burger. They're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing to see here. Well, those of you who are familiar with legal documents know technicalities, very, very important. Otherwise, the document is, well, I don't know. I used to do that a lot, right? Here it is here, funnily enough. Kind of trash. A judge will just throw it out. So what did we get? I don't know. Let me know. When you read multiple times, numerous spacing, grammatical, spelling errors, it could just be very poorly written, but you can't really change an ink stamp. Can you? That's certainly no judge would ever accept that. Because what is he qualified for? Scott E. McCowison, or is it McCrosen? Right, it's McCrosen. What is he qualified for? He's a barrister of the Supreme 111 ampersand. Not sure what court that is. Or sorry, legal. In this case, it's should read. Because let me pull up some that it should look like. And we'll look at the stamp too. Because they're the rotating stamps. So let's put in, where do I have? I think I have one open. Funnily enough. Do I still have the, well, if you just put in sample affidavit. Supreme Court, Nova Scotia. Now, a lot of the stamps are square, but it actually is a, because there is a, let's see, where did I have that? I had a document that was filed earlier. Why do I not have that open here? Another part of the lawsuit, which is publicly available because, well, frankly, all of this should be public once it comes into court. But it's not. Lawsuit, RCMP, amended. Nova Scotia. Also, was getting 404 errors. I wonder if that's still happening today. Because you can go through and read certain things in the Supreme Court things, and I was looking for resources. Where's that? For media, I think. Topic or resource. You can look at current warrants and things like that. I was getting 404 internal errors, not external, internal, meaning it had all this wonderful stuff, but for some reason it was taken down inside their own servers for everybody. Nobody could look at their stuff. Now, I'm trying to find where am I going to find that here? And I had it open already. Okay, so I'd gone through this before, and sorry, I hadn't actually yet. This is going to come up. But here we go. Here's the amended claim, statement of claim by the families, which is available online. And this is what the stamp should look like. Of course, because it's normal, right? To have a year. Everybody just alter, you have the little dial. You dial it. That's how I'm familiar with it. You dial the year and you can change it and just buy one stamp or a few of them, I'm sure in their case, and then just change it as you go, year by year, and you don't need to keep buying a new stamp every year. It's good that way. The year is clearly there, right? Versus my bad, sorry. Where's this? Here we go. That. Oh, sorry, my bad. What is that? Where is it? Box. There. That. Maybe it's just me, and I don't know, the arc seems to keep, and all seems to kind of look normal. Has signatures on it, I believe. I'd have to go through. Not all kinds of weird things, spaces, ampersands, misspellings, wrong car numbers. These things are technical and may seem frivolous or silly to those who aren't super familiar with the legal process, but I believe it may present large problems. But let me know what you think. Again, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Go back through a few of your comments here. Let me know, and we'll get into the next parts, which are much more complicated, actually, sadly. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Tara's here. Earlier sections, they changed one from. Hello. Document analysis. Looks like pages of straight crapola. Well, I'm just saying it has a strange feel. Don't want to go to published online by Halifax Examiner. Yes. So I don't know what it is, but it would be problematic, I would think, if Halifax Examiner is putting out a fraudulent document. I'm not accusing them in any way, shape, or form. I'm just simply saying I think they just published what they got. Again, the rest of the media, of course, has always been kind as usual and shared this with everybody. They all have copies of it. They all got it at interesting times too. Stamp is not legit. Certainly looks strange. Very strange. But again, maybe it's just a technical error. You can call that. Like I can't even unmute a microphone. So They fucked up lines with inserting lines and items, causes, and deleting information. Is it a right as go? Right as you go? Is it even a legal document? Was this ever even submitted? It's definitely not legal in the sense that it has no signatures on it. No signatures. The stamp appears to be out. So I don't believe that this has been submitted. And even if it were submitted, where are the signatures? It definitely can't hold up without signatures. Says June 3rd. That says June 8th. We're going to touch on that for another day, but very sharp eye. Yep. Yep. That gets into a whole heap of wax. There's a lot of blank legal forms you can get on the internet yourself. I have it all the time doing property work, like Protection Property Act. I fill it out and then serve to the police. Then any person has no right to be on their property. Yeah. So I don't know what the hell's going on here. Page 5, 124 says RCMP cleared area. Okay, I'm not going to get into the technicalities or like the actual writing, sorry, the wording. Just the technical stuff for now. The Makosan says it all. Yeah, I don't think you can, that one you can't foul up. I don't think that's a technical thing. So I'm wondering then if there is another copy of this. What is this exactly? And why does it have what appears to be a stamp on the top? So who's doing what here? That's clearly wrong, to the best of my research. And I mean, obviously you can see this balls here at the bottom is very wrong. Yes, that is true. Seamus is a term for private detective. It's just pronounced Seamus, I believe, but Shamus as opposed to Seamus. Formatting font stamps don't appear to be legit. Potentially could be inadmissible. How did it get submitted? Who accepted this? If this wasn't accepted, this is the point. If it wasn't accepted, how did it get the stamp on the top? If there is more than one copy, how did it get a stamp on the top? You can't submit multiples, I don't believe. But again, let me know. It's not kind of like, you submit it to your English teacher and they give it back to you with the red circles and then you make the corrections. Yes, and lots of technical errors. Mowing lawns. All right, enjoy the mowing lawns. What are you? Multiple lawns? Multiple? Does the stamp not match the one in the lawsuits? It does not. No, but we just showed that, right? They all have legals. You have to have a year. You have to have a year. I've never seen one without a year. And they did last year. So it's kind of strange. Maybe they decided to change it. Should be a black square hat style stamp. Black box style stamp. They did use the black box stamp, or sorry, the box stamp. And I have seen copies of that from Supreme Court, but it appears as though they do use the ovular one, at least on the other documents in this case. So I'm not sure exactly. Devils is in the details, especially with the law. Yeah, you could call me crazy, but I'm just asking questions. Fine Friday. Hello, Ashley. How's it going? Prometheus software. Is that still kicking around? All right. I'm just crazy. Perhaps. Last I checked, I wasn't diagnosed with anything, but maybe I'm just behind the times. I just need to catch up. Deep breaths, brother. We have an after party somewhere online if you want. Sorry? What after party? Maybe that's towards somebody else. I don't quite understand. Who published the wolf on the wolf story? Yes, and you had your other story that you sent me, which was even better, and that was more recent. Let's see if I can find that. How many windows? Let's see if I can find it here. You sent that back to me a while back. I touched on that. Oh. Oh. It's a nice day out. It's always interesting when you get goosebumps. It's doing it. Does anybody believe in those kinds of things? Funny like that. You sent me a story about a recent propaganda thing there, Todd, which was pretty good. I thought I should just link it. Maybe you can send it to me again if you don't mind. Sorry. Philip Moscovich. I don't know the name Philip Moscovich off the top of my head. Please, if you can clue me in as to that, that would be great. Anyone can fill out notice of trespass. Only a trained professional is allowed to apply for applications of search or seize. Something was dinging. So, that's Facebook. Is that Facebook? I don't know these things. Thank you. This is the new one. Military violated its own rules by collecting information on Canadians conducting propaganda during pandemic. Report investigations into activities that concluded not only were the rules not followed, but senior leaders also had no authority to conduct such initiatives. I'll leave the link for those of you who want to read it. Hopefully that will go. Interesting, very interesting article. So thank you very much for sending that to me originally, and thank you for sending it to me again. I felt like it was a draft when you read it. Truthfully, okay. Looks like it was written overnight. Well, I'm still trying to understand how it could get submitted. How it has a stamp that isn't a stamp, submitted by a commissioner of oaths, a barrister, who's RCMP barrister. With a Supreme 111 ampersand ink stamp. Right. Either has to be there or it's not real. I don't know. Going great so far. Good, Ashley. Oh, good stuff. Ashley and co do amazing wood stuff. Wood stuff. I think it's very creative. Hello, Julia. How are you doing? All right. Oh, did that work? Even that link? I don't know. I do hope so. Otherwise, I guess you can Google it. Military violated rules by collecting information on Canadians conducting propaganda during pandemic report. And of course, this is a Wolves 2.0, and actually it would be exponentially higher than 2.0. But anyway, we won't touch on Smith Munton, all that good stuff. So I do hope that you have a fantastic weekend. I will be going through a lot more of the affidavit, so please do download it. It's down below. And if you do have some spare money to spare to help Nancy out, we all have to take care of one another. I would really appreciate it. I don't want anything, so you don't have to buy anything from me or anything like that. But we can help each other out because we are collectively a family, quote unquote, right? New family that has come together through tragedy, and we have to take care of one another. This is our responsibility. This is how we're going to better our society around us, is just by looking out for one another. So anyway, please do take care. Take care of one another. God bless the 23. God bless you all. Okay? And special prayers for Nancy and all of those of you who are going through hard times. Okay? God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Have a super weekend. You missed the 5-hour streams.